Hello, everybody. Shadow SP here, coming back to Granblue Fantasy. Alright, today we're gonna go through some more main story quests, but before that, what happened last time? So, after we had unlocked the, forest shrine in Zinkenstill, unleashed V's powers, whatever they are. It's related to eliminating astral energy, something like that. Anyway, we make our way back to Lunacy to fulfill our promise with Rosetta. Basically, when we left, Rosetta said, "Hey, come back, save Yggdrasil," and then she stayed behind on Lunacy when we fled back a couple, like 8 chapters ago or something like that now. So, we make our way back, kind of fight through the Imperials who are shooting cannons at these big thorns that are coming out all over the island, kind of protecting it, keeping Imperials and everything from landing and making progress on whatever front they're trying to. Once we get past them, the thorns part and let us in, because we're the guests that they won. And then we split off from Sturm and Drang as those two go off to go try to find Black Knight, which is their stated purpose. And then there's a pretty nice scene with them, with Drang asking Orcus if she wants to come with them, like giving her the choice. And she stays with us, because she says she's got to apologize for making this whole situation possible. We go through the forest, meet back up with Rosetta, who has been napping by a lake, apparently. When it's at this point, she reveals that she is, in fact, a primal beast herself, the Rose Queen. And she's kind of forcibly rooted herself on the island to suppress Yggdrasil. And we have to fight her to get her out of that. And we do. It's not the hardest thing in the world. But it gave us a little bit more run for our money than I was thinking it would. Yeah, then we continue on, find Yggdrasil's core. We run into Pommern, and apparently he and his kind of division are up to something, but they're not up to something in our way, so we just kind of part ways after fighting him. And we find Yggdrasil's core, fight Yggdrasil Malice long enough so that V can use his power to extract the dark essence from Yggdrasil, and everything goes back to normal. And then we get a cut over to Pommern and his crew as they are loading a huge crystallized Agastia from the ruins onto their ship. And that's where we're going to continue. We didn't get all the way through Lunacy while we were there last. It turns out, once we get to this point in the story arc, sometimes there are more than 4 chapters at a single location at a time, and sometimes there are less. So we can no longer just keep going until we run out of location. So here we are. We're going to go ahead and move on to chapter 53. Beckoned Back. Let's see what this does. Okay. This looks like they're in an airship, like on the bridge of an airship. Yeah, Gandharva, we did fight him. That was a thing that happened a while back now.
てのがまあこの剣の顛末だな。で、なんだ。 我々はかの気空団との衝突後速やかに撤退し、周りくどい書き方しやがって。もっと分かりやすく書けってんだよな。書類ってのはなんでこう面倒な書き方をするかね。
You gotta beat around the bush
事
so
実
that
だけをスパッと書いとけって俺様は言っといた
even
は
if
ず
you
な
do
んだな。
something, even if something goes wrong, you still don't look bad. If it's like, yeah, we ran away because we lost, then that makes you look really bad.
はいはい。ま、要するに負けたんだよ。俺様はあのガキどもに負けた。
Yeah, I mean,
見事
he
にやられ
can
た
at least
ぜ。
he can at least
ま
admit
だ
it.
まだ青いかと思ったらどうにも頃合いだったみたいだな。なあ、西条さんよ。次はいつだ？指令がないなら勝手に行かせてもらうぜ。
You acting on your own kind of interfered with her plans
挑
last
むってのは久しぶりだからな。剣を抜きたくてうずうずしてんだ。
so I'm not sure how willing she'll be to, acquiesce to your
別名あるまで
wants here.
待機
Yeah,
とそう伝えたはずです。ガンダルバ中将。
especially since if
勝手は許しません。
the
軍
Emperor
に所属する以
has
上
come into
あなた
like
には私の命に従
the
ってもらいま
forefront
す。
and actually started giving orders, right? It's gonna make Frisia's position a little bit more tenuous, because
退屈
right,
させて
Frisia was
くれ
running
る
the empire from an empty throne, right? The throne has no one on it.
あの辺境のど田舎で今度は僕があいつらとぶつかったわけね。せっかく陛下からもらった魔性で楽しく遊んでたのにさ、あのトカゲが魔性を。
それについては後ほど研究班と再度状況を共有し詳しく検討する必要がありそうですね。
Yep, that makes sense from Frisia's perspective. We've showed them a weird
キュリ
power,
ア
a
ス
weird
少将から
phenomenon,
は以上ですね。
so they have to look into it and say
あとは
what actually happened here.
こちらからは何？
Now, who are you?
そうですか。では報告は以上になります、陛下。
うん、ありがとうみんな。
Frisia's
これ
nothing
で
if
状
not
況は
adaptable.
よくわかったよ。僕のエルステ帝国は想像以上に惨憺たる状況だね。みんな不甲斐ないことこの上ないよ。
He walks into their shit. He's like, man, you guys suck.
どうかな、誰か
After they
言い
tell him
訳で
about
も
all
し
the
てみ
problems that
る？
they're having.
面白ければそれで僕は構わないよ。面白いっていうのは大事なことだからね。その目的は何にも勝る。つまらなかったら何をしてたって同じだろうねえ、フェンリル。
So Loki is in search of entertainment.
俺がそんなこと知るかよ。
Fair enough. I've seen that motivation in villains before.
そうだね、知らないよね。それでいい。
It's a pretty weak one.
すべてを知っているのは僕だけでいいんだ。
Some people can do some crazy
面
things
白
to
くない
save
の
up
な
for
ら
them, right?
精一杯面白くしようじゃないか。みんなも手伝ってくれるね。
And you can get the sense, right, that since Loki is an astral,
大丈夫。
he probably has
忠誠心とかそういうのは
a different
最初から
view
求め
on
て
the
ないから
lives of the Sky Dwellers, and their value.
みんなでこの世界を面白くしよう。
I mean, yes,
やることはバ
you
ラバ
know,
ラで構
Orcus's
わない。
father was an astral, but apparently he was a weirdo.
目的は一つだ。
And Loki wasn't into that whole
手
thing.
段は問わない。倫理も問わない。あらゆる制約を放棄してこの世界を楽しもうじゃないか。
I bet Furious and Gandalf are pretty happy to hear that.
憤り、無秩序に求めることだけを求めるん
Loki's
だ。
just saying, yeah, do whatever you want
そ
as
の
long
過
as
程
it's,
で
as
邪
long
魔
as
に
it's
なるなら
entertaining.
全て排除して構わない。味方だろうと、いっそ僕だろうとね。これよりエルステは競争と混沌の火種となる。戦火と略奪がエルステの代名詞となる。
It wasn't already.
今よりももっと激しく
I
空
guess
の
he's
世界を
just
焼
saying,
き尽くすんだ。
you know, no
僕が
restraints
世
now.
界
Do
を
whatever you
楽
gotta
し
do,
むために。
rather than kind of careful expansionism. So Freysia and question mark guy don't seem particularly happy. The other two seemed pretty happy, and Fenrir never seems happy. All right. Well, that's for them. Now it's time for us. Okay. Let's bring Kaguya. And we'll go over to Dark. We got a new character that is for, you know, since last time we did the Dark stuff. We can talk about Olivia later, but she's gonna come in handy. I know it. Anyway, let's do the thing. Okay. So we've just dealt with Yggdrasil Malice. We've just cleansed the core. Now what's going on? What is our next move? Oh, I didn't mention back in the recap. At the end, we did meet back up with Sturm and Drang and the Black Knight. So everyone's together right now.
隠し事か。貴様の働きに期待していないわけではないが、そもそもあの女が我々に隠していることなどあげつらねればキリがないだろう。
Well, sure, but I'm sure he means something bigger than just omitting details about some stuff.
ああ、まあそれを言っちゃうとね。
今まであの女には散々踊らされてきたからな。これでまた二の舞を踏んだとあってはもはや笑い話にもならん。
確かにまああの宰相さんはそこが見えねえ相手だけどよ。それじゃあこの先はどうするつもりなんだ。
私は前提としていた情報がそもそも奴から聞かされていたものだったからな。
Okay. And what is that?
まずは自らの目と耳で改めて情報を洗い直す。
Okay, fair enough. You wanna
私には希望も絶望も
avoid
全てを等し
Freysia
く
being an information
知って
source
いく
for you
必
at
要
all.
があるのだ。
That's fair.
そのために私はこれからアガスティアのテートへと向かうつもりだ。
アガスティアのテートだと？キレンは自分の置かれている状況を理解しているのか？
I mean,
秩序の気空団を動かしたように帝国はもはや完全にキレンを敵とみなしている。
sure. But heck, we were having a a moment where we thought we should head to
敵の
Agastia.
懐に飛び込もうなどと。
So it's not all that unreasonable for the Black Knight to be there, especially
状
when we're
況な
trying
ど
to
問題にならん。
when we're trying to
それ
actually
に待ったと
finish
ころ
with
で
the problem.
好転するものでもないだろ。
Right? We do need information.
それはそうだが、しかしだな。
およそ10年前、オルキスが心を失った直後のことだ。記録ではその頃に、何かがメフォラ氏よりアガスティアに運び込まれている。
Okay, so that could be related to something. It's probably worth looking into. Did we? Dialogue freeze?
記録ではそ
Or is there just no line here?
結局、それが何であったのか、この私にも分からずじまいだった。
Huh.
エルステ帝
It
国の
does
最
happen
高顧問
sometimes.
ですら見つけられない
Does happen
情報となると
Yeah, when we're looking at that, right? The only person that
そうだ。 何者か。
could have done that,
いや、
like concealed
あ
information
の女が
from
意図的にそれを隠していたん
someone
だ。
else who's close to the same position
当時は
was
奴との
Frisia.
協調を優先し、
Especially
それ以
since,
上は深く追求しなかった。
again, Frisia said it, there is no emperor. So there's no one above her, you know, in terms of being able to give gag orders and stuff like
一
that.
層追われる身ならば好都合だ。これ以上関係が悪化することもないからな。
I mean, yeah, probably not.
奴が隠すというの
We're kind
な
of
ら、
already at the point
どんな手
where
を使っ
you
て
would
で
come
も
to blows.
それ
So
を暴いてやるさ。
I think that you're right saying
黒騎
that.
士のやつもうすっかり今まで通りだな
Yeah, I mean, look, she was real down on
ア
herself
ポロには
when
いつもこうやって
she heard that her
元気
objective
でいてほしい
wouldn't be possible.
なる
But
ほどね。
she did
ま
snap
あ
out of
そうい
it
うこ
when
となら
Orcus
僕の情報
tried to
も
kill
無駄には
herself
な
for
らない
some
か
weird
な。
reason. And no one was paying attention.
実はね、とある情報筋から聞いたんだけど、あ、その情報筋っていうのは、
長い
Oh, come
もったい
on.
ぶるな
It's important to
さっさと
know your
話せ。
sources.
もうスツルム殿ったら短期なんだから怒りっぽいと損するって。
Yeah, now is not the time.
わかった、わかりましたって。
You
だ
just
から
said
グ
you
リ
were
グ
going to
リ
give
し
some
ないでよね。
information. So,
今さらだけど黒騎士はこの二人を選んで後悔とかしなかったの
聞くな。
はあ、それがね、実はここ最近デートで。
と、待ちな。
no,
その話はどうや
not
ら
interruption
後に回し
monsters.
た方が良さそうだ。
Let's, man, let's not fight interruption monsters.
力の残滓に惹かれて
Or,
魔物が集まってきてるわ。
hear me out. We have this conversation after we go to our ship.
お話の続きはグランサイファーに戻ってからにしましょう。
Yeah, I got you, Rosetta. After all, if you have it in the air when you're en
こ
route,
れからって
you're
と
not
こなん
wasting
だけど
time.
な。
もったいつけてさっさと話さないからだほら行くぞ
Mm-hmm. Oh, right. We did physically extract dark essence
ど
from
うしたんです
Yggdrasil
か
Malice.
黒騎士さんもう
Okay.
みんな行っちゃいました
I
よ
was thinking to myself, why is there a dark essence crystal? But no, that makes sense because we haven't moved
Oh,
an
yeah.
inch since we,
大丈夫だ。
did the thing. Okay. I mean, does it really matter? I've only felt that we were threatened by Dark Essence like once, and that was with Yggdrasil Malice. Everything else has been pretty trivial to get through. You know, Palmer and Furious. Whatever monsters they have around. I mean, the Hydra did kill us, I guess. But that doesn't count. That was before the game started.
ここ最近、テートでどうも怪しい動きがあるんだよね。
Okay, sure. I believe it.
ほら、黒向こうとかさ。普通はなかなか使わないようなものがガンガンテートに流れてて。帝国はアガスティアで何か新しい兵器開発を始めたんじゃないかって。
連中がまたろくでもないことを始めたということか。
Yeah, I guess you could say that.
それなら行き先に変更はねえな。
True.
乗りかかった船ってやつだ。アガスティアの近くまでなら送ってやろうぜ。
Okay, yeah, let's do it.
危険には違いないが、帝国の動向も気になるからな。
Yeah, I mean, with the Empire being such a dominant force in Phantom Realm, it's gonna be pretty hard to avoid them. So, going toward Agastia is not the worst plan. It's not the best plan either, but I mean, we still can't leave the Skydome because we don't have the Sky Map complete. Main character is dealing almost twice as much damage as everybody else. Yep, not bad. Gonna have to put some actual skill levels into the claws that I have in this grid. Otherwise, why do I even have them? Alright, and that works. Not a problem. We're definitely gonna rank up again during this. How it is.
人の子にとって夏はただ暑いだけの季節ではないということか。
Alright, let's move right along. Okay, back in the Imperial capital. We're talking to this guy. Whoever he is.
何の用ですか？
アガスティアで進行中の件についてご報告があります。
なるほど。命令です。今から甲板の見回りに出なさい。
Order. Go do something else. As long as it's not here. I don't care what you're doing.
必要ありません。甲板を一周したらこちらへ戻ってくるのです。よろしいですね。
Oh yeah. This is pretty explicitly just saying, get out of here for a little while so we can talk in private.
Sate. では報告を。
は。能力の検証に関しては問題なく進んでいます。 魔性の状態も安定しており、こちら側はほぼ準備が整ったと言えます。
そうですか。
開発については工程に遅れが生じています。
Okay.
設計に問題はないのですが、実際に動かしてみたことで調整が必要となりました。
And manufacturing some stuff. It's all vague, but I don't mind it
完成は時間の問題
being
ですね。
somewhat vague because both of these characters already know what they're talking
テート
about.
への仕込みも並行して進めなさい。完成次第すぐに計画を実行します。どうしました？返事をしないということは承服しかねるということですか？
フリーシア宰相、あなたは本当にこの計画を実行なさるおつもりなのですか？
I mean, if she wasn't planning on it, she wouldn't have made it.
でなければ何のために準備を進めてきたというのですか？
しかし、この計画ではこの国そのものを失いかねません。いかに必要とはいえ、あまりに犠牲の数が。
多くを救おうと思えば自然それだけ犠牲は多くなる。それは当たり前のことです。この計画はエルステの歴史を、矜持を救うためのもの。
Okay.
エルステが幾清掃を積み重ねてきた歴史、幾億の命が育んだ誇り、さらにはこの空全体の矜持。これらを救うために犠牲にできぬものが今のこの空に存在するというのですか？
I would say that, but that's mostly because your plan is insane.
しかし、
星の民に奪われた、星の民に汚された歴史を浄化するのです。私たちがこの手で。
フリーシア宰相、それはあなたの本心からのお言葉ですか？
何？
Yeah, I'm not pretty sure what's that supposed to mean.
あなたが本当に許すことができないのは、認めることができないのは、あなたを選ばなかったあのお方なのでは。
ですね、宰相閣下に急ぎご報告したい件が。
話しなさい。
は、いただいておりました指令についてですね。
So something happened in Frisia's past.
聖少女アーカーシャのルーマシーからアガスティアへの移送が完了しまして。
Maybe the triggering incident for this whole thing. But we don't have a real clue as to what that is.
フリーシア宰相、あなたは本当に。
Well, yeah, she just said.
あれには手を出してはなりません。その危険性は星の民すら手をこまねいたほどだと。
And then that does kind of.
だから意味があるのです。
Force the question.
私たちはあの連中を超えねばならない。
But it was just for curiosity and
私は
creativity, right?
あの男よりも優れている。そう証明する必要がある。
Yeah.
今
I
の
get
こ
it.
の世界は紡がれてしまった歴史は誤りであると空の果てにまで認めさせるのです。
That's okay. Whatever. I know that you're insane because what you're trying to do.
やはりあなたが認められないのは。
つかぬことをお伺いしてもよろしいですかね。
Palmer seems like he's out of place here because he does not know what's going on.
アガスティアに運び込んだアーカーシャという聖少女は一体どういう。
それは世界を変える力。星の民すら恐れた聖少獣さ。
Loki shows up, being fished in by plots and
どこから聞いていた
relevant words.
どうかな。ところで、あの男って、もしかして僕のこと？
I don't think so. Just from the context and everything.
貴様など最初から眼中にはない。
I have a theory. Of course, I know what happens, so it's not really a theory. That's why I'm not gonna say it.
こう言い放っちゃうんだもんな。やっぱり君たちは面白いね。
誰が本心から貴様などを皇帝として認めるものか。私は認めない。あの男ともども貴様らの存在を決して認めたりなどしない。
So, Frisia, it seems, had a problem with the king consort in the Airstate Kingdom.
俺にとっちゃ全部同じだからな。
Okay, makes sense.
そうだったね。じゃあ君は？いや、君に聞く必要はないか。
Palmer's still just standing there. It's like, I am. This whole meeting that we just kind of barged into is way above his pay grade.
Pommerun Tai.
はいですね。
今のやりとりは他言無用にしていただけますね。
He's like, you better not tell anybody. Oh man.
承知しましたですね。
よろしい。では代わりというわけではありませんが。
It's true, Palmer didn't actually get a real answer. He just got Loki saying it's dangerous.
こちらも他言無用でお願いします。
あれが本当にそんなにとんでもないものなのですか？
そうです。そしてそれは今アガスティアにある。
我が輩たちがルーマシーから運んだから、我が輩たちがそんなものをアガスティアに。
Yeah, sounds like he's having some second thoughts. And man, I didn't know what it was. He wanted to know what it was, but he didn't know what it was, but he was following orders. So, yeah, Pommern is not in a great position there. Now he knows more than, you know, people of his level of, you know, secrets, you know, clearance level, I guess, should know. He knows too much. He better watch out or he'll get disappeared.
見えてきたな。あれがエルステ帝国の首都を有するアガスティア島だ。
Then again, Frisia left before he was told what Akasha was. She might not know that he knows too much. What, airships? Yeah. That's not surprising. You generally have some sort of protection around your capital.
とはいえ、射程距離まではまだ少しあるはずだ。もうちょい近づいてみようじゃねえか。
And I mean, they should still accept or expect that it's possible for civilian ships to go to the Imperial capital for trade and stuff like that. I think otherwise it wouldn't make any sense. They need resources. to kind of support the population of the, you know, the non-combatants, because you can't make a country that's
これ以
entirely
上近づく
soldiers.
と
It
向
just
こう
doesn't
もこっ
work.
ちに気づくだろうぜ。
ああ、だがここまで来られれば十分だ。
Okay.
世話になったな。ここから先は私の問題だ。お前たちにはもう。
I mean, we're still involved.
なあアポロ、考え直さねえか。俺たちと一緒に何か他の手を考えるってな。
Yeah, that's fair.
これは私が私のために行うことだ。お前たちには世話になったが、これ以上巻き込むつもりはない。
Again, I'm pretty sure we're already part of this whole problem. We know about it. So we should probably work on stopping it.
それに何かとは何だ。まだ他の策がないのなら、お前たちとはここで。
待ってください。
ルリア、気持ちはわからなくもないが、この先は本当に危険で。
I mean, Catalina raises a decent point.
そうじゃなくて、あの島なんだか変な感じがするんです。
Oh, well, that could mean anything.
これ知ってる。青少獣に似てるけどすごく不安定で暴れ出しそう。
おいおい、それ一体どういうことだ。ってことはつまりアガスティアの青少獣が今にも暴走しそうってことか。
いえ、
Yeah.
なんというか
I think if you were
青少
read
獣
between
と
the
は
lines,
なんかちょっと違う感じがするんです。
that's what it would end up looking like. It's probably got something to do with dark
Demo.
essence, right?
その危うい感じは暴走直前の青少獣に似ているというか。
正体不明の危機がアガスティアに迫っているかもしれないということか。
I mean, maybe. We'll have to find out
だって
by looking.
外
With
か
our
ら
eyes,
そ
you
ん
know.
な風には見えねえけどな。
つまりは行ってみないとわからないということでしょうか。
That's kind of what he just said, yeah.
おいおい待てって。これ以上島に近づいたら帝国の戦艦に蜂の巣にされちまうぞ。
けどあまり悠長にしている時間もないよね。
I think that
何
we
に
do
惹かれてる
need
の
to
かわからないけ
figure
ど、
something
こ
out.
の辺りやけに魔物が多いわ。
And with our current level of influence, I don't really think that we can
気が臭くなってきやがったな、おい。
have somebody else, you know, a different world leader handle this whole Agastia situation. And actually, if we went to another, you know, one of these other places, like vaults or whatever, to try to get some support, that would just kind of lead to like battles and a war, maybe. So it's best to solve it on the down low if we can.
さすがだな。だ甘い。撃っていいのは撃たれる覚悟のさすがだな団長。
Relic Buster's pretty powerful.
これで決めるぞ。
Just Griffin, we're not really all that concerned.
先を見せてあげる。この覚悟はいいかしら。クリムバースト。悪いわね。
Alright, Griffin down. Let's move on.
ちょっとやりすぎちゃったかしら。
Making steady progress on EMP and master levels. That's pretty nice. Alright, 1,000 reasons unlocked. Pretty cool, pretty cool. We'll do that at some point. Okay, back to looking at Agastia.
それで貴様らは一体どうしたいんだ？
私は気になります。この気配が一体何なのか、危ないものじゃないのかどうか。
And you know what they say about curiosity, right, Luria?
けどこれ以上グランサイファーを近づけちゃ間違いなく連中に見つかっちまうぜ。
Okay, then we should
ならば
probably
簡単なことだ。
not use the
私が
Grand
やろうとし
Cipher.
ているように潜入すればいい。
しかし危険だ。何もわざわざ自分から敵の懐に飛び込むような真似は。
はいはい。それなら少数で見つからないように潜入すればいいんじゃない？
ならば簡単なことだ。私がやろうとしているように潜入すればいい。
Yeah. Alright, so this line from Catalina is the most glaring thing when you listen to the audio, where she's essentially balking at the idea of going, straight into the enemy's, base, just go real deep, overextending. But the fact of the matter is, she's not talking about the Black Knight doing it. She's talking about us, the crew, doing it. Because this line here, the Black Knight is saying it's simple. You just have to infiltrate you have to do some of the infiltration, just like I was about to, right? So this line leads to this line. The real, I guess, mistaking the subject matter of what the Black Knight's talking about is from this line, and this one has to respond to it. All right, but Drang is his line's perfect.
だって君たちが君たちだってバレなきゃ特に危なくはないでしょ？
I mean, I think it wouldn't be dangerous for anyone as long as they don't get caught. Unless there's some crazy parkour that you need to do. But our parkour skills are not up to par. We don't really do that.
メンバーを考えりゃそう無茶な話でもねえのか。
てわけで俺と
私と
私がお留守番。
Yep.
まあ目立つ格好の人とか顔が売れてる人はお留守番だよね。あと気空艇の操舵士とかね。
Yeah, Rackham staying behind, it makes a lot of sense. If we need to make a quick getaway, we need a driver.
で最後にはいこれルリアちゃん。
確かにこれなら私だってす
That's
ぐ
not
に
a
はわからない
disguise,
です
that's
ね。
just a suspicious cloak.
ルリア似合ってる。ありがとうオルキスちゃん。
準備ができたのなら行くぞ。 今は時間が惜しい。
Okay. Yep. No time to lose.
待て、黒騎士。
So that means that the infiltration is
なんだ
main character, Io,
ルリアを
Rosetta,
頼んだからな。
Eugen, and then the non-party members.
何を死にそうな顔
I
を
guess
している
Luria's part of that also.
大切なものを一時的に手放すのはお前だけではないのだぞ。
騎士。
あの人間は頼んだからな。
あ、何があろうと必ず守り通してみせよう。
Okay. Let's get going. This isn't Agastia, this is Lumacy. Alright, let's continue. Wind? Okay, we can go with wind. We'll run a double Tiamat setup. Yeah, we did happen to make the most awkward pairing come together.
おいら、こう
Because,
いう雰囲気苦手なんだよな。
gotta remember,
あら、それなら無理に身構えることないわ。いつも通りに行きましょう。
and, you know, knowing what little we know, feels like she's kind of deserved.
でも、
He
ここって
earned
もう
it.
帝国の本拠地で。
まあ確かにアガスティアの一部ではあるけど、帝都自体はまだまだ先なわけ。
Yeah, I mean, we're looking
今から気を
around.
張ってるといざって時に疲れちゃうよ。ほらほら笑ってニコって。
ニコ
よーし、いい笑顔だ。そんなイオちゃんにはアメちゃんを。
Now is not the time.
こいつみたいにバカみたいに笑う必要はない。
Also, we're on a
戦闘の基本は疑われ
infiltration
ないこ
mission,
と。
so you should probably not
警戒は
be
必要だ
attacking your
が
allies,
不自
causing
然
them
だと
to
逆に目立つ。
cry out.
今刺したのは自然なの？なんかもう見慣れちゃってるけど。
行くぞ。深い森じゃないが、はぐれたら面倒。
おお、今ごまかした。ねえスツルム殿、今ごまかしたよね。
改めて思うけど、本当にこのメンバーで大丈夫なのかしら。
Probably not. This is probably not the best combination of people. It's definitely not the worst. But I think splitting up Eugen and the Black Knight would have made for a bit more of a positive atmosphere.
疑われない方がいいってならよ。黒騎士もそんな険しい顔してないで、もっと自然にしてた方がいいんじゃねえか？
Hey man, some people have naturally scowling expressions with a neutral
これ
face.
から私たちはエルステの本拠地に行くのよ。 いくら黒騎士だって緊張しないわけないじゃない。少しは察しなさいよね。
そうですよね。黒騎士さん、無理に笑ったりする必要は。
Yeah.
私はこれでいつも通りだが。
Yep. Yeah, just think back on it. This is how she's always been.
昔からだったよな。昔はもちっと可愛げがあったけどよ。
私、黒騎士さんは今でも可愛いと思います。ね。
Not the point, not the time. Stop looking to me for affirmation.
私から見ればまだまだみんな可愛いお子様だわ。
You were around back in the war.
バカなことを言ってるなよ。
Yeah, that's like
足を止めるな。先を急ぐぞ。
Like the astrals with primals, right? The war that's talked about. You know, Sky Sundering War. It was like hundreds of years ago, maybe like 1,000. I don't remember exactly how long ago it was. That the fighting ended. Anyway, we're just gonna push the attack button. There's no way that we hit any resistance from these enemies. After all, our wind grid is almost complete. It's the only one that's almost complete, but it's very close. So I don't expect we're going to run into many problems while we're using wind. And indeed, we're kind of at the stage where using wind off element is sometimes the right decision. I'm going to try not to do that for any of our clears on our raids. But, you know, I'd just keep in mind that if we were using off-element parties, we probably would have cleared at least Leviathan by now, because our wind is pretty strong.
Hmm. ひとまず順調に工程を消化できているな。幸いまだこの辺りは人気も少ないが、帝都に近づくにつれ、当然人は多くなる。
Yeah, I mean that may be true, but that's not actually all that bad of a thing.
気を抜くなよ。
You know, lose yourself in the crowd, that sort of thing. As long as we're inconspicuous, we should be able to move around. No problem.
帝都に着くのはいつになるんだ？まだそれらしい影も見えねえし、ずいぶん長い道のりになりそうだな。
Well, we started on an outlying island, right? We haven't.
心配ない。帝都まで延々歩き続ける必要はない。
Yeah.
だね。この辺りはもう少し進めば小さな村があるんだ。そこから帝都の近くまで乗り合いの気空艇が出てるはずなんだよね。
Agastia, just like everywhere else, is, you know,
それ、移動は楽でしょうけど、見つかっちゃう危険性は随分高そうね。
It's a city, right? It's not a city island. Like Albion was essentially just a city, but everywhere else we've been had some, you know, areas of wildlife.
ましてやあの女が隠していることを探るなど夢のまた夢だ。
それにルリアとオルキスの言ってた変な感じも気になるものね。まだはっきりとはわからないけど、とにかく嫌な予感だけはするんです。
ごく不気味な嫌な予感が。だから急ぎましょ
う。Alright, so we did the side scrolling bit.
今頃
Let me
オ
move
ル
the
キスたちは
cursor so
何
we're
し
not
てるか
covering
し
any
ら。
text.
魔物とかに襲われなきゃいいけど。
If they're being attacked by monsters, that at least gives, you know,
姉さんも
Catalina
リーシャ
and
もいる
Rackham
し、
something to
その辺
do.
は大丈夫じゃねえか。
Rackham probably needs to fly the ship, but the other two are fair, I guess.
ですね。3人ともとっても頼りになりますから。
Sorry, I always forget about Leisha.
むしろ黒騎士はよくオイラたちにオルキスを預ける気になったよな。
That's not what he said. He's basically saying, I can't believe that the Black Knight entrusted Orcus to us. This is just straight up wrong. This is not what he said.
ルーマシーでロゼッタがオルキスを連れ出した時からは想像もできねえぜ。
That is more or less what he said.
信頼を置いてやったのだから素直に喜んだらどうだ。
とはいえ気になっちゃうものよ。ねえ、どういう心境の変化なのかしら。
深い理由はない。ただルーマシーでの一件以来、私の中であの人形に対する何かがおかしくなっている。だから距離を置く良い機会だと、そう思っただけだ。
I think, you know, watching her walk out toward Yggdrasil Malice and everything, because we didn't stop it, and then almost dying because we didn't help, definitely triggered something.
どうだかな。
You know, maybe Black Knight seeing Orcus, the current Orcus, as, you know, an individual rather than just someone who's taking the place of her old friend. Could be. I mean, she's been around the Orcus for long enough that she's had plenty of time to look. Kind of see all the differences.
やりました、主様。校長の当然やりました、主様。
And we just plow our way through. No problems.
やりました、主様。
弱きを助け、強きをくじこうぞ。
Okay, Jin, calm down. Okay. Continuing along. Infiltration team is making good progress, last we saw. And Catalina is nervous. Fair enough.
やれやれ、なかなか珍しい光景だなこりゃ。
カタリナさん、ひとまず落ち着きませんか？
Yeah, there's nothing that pacing around is gonna do
事態が好
anything
転するわけでもないですし。
because she's not involved in what
そうだな。
Larry is up to right now.
確かにそうだ。
これは相当重傷みたいですね。
ま、この旅が始まる前から二人は一緒だったって話だからな。
Yeah, fair enough.
カタリナ。
I think Catalina needs to loosen up a little bit.
なんだ。
ルリアには団長がついてる。だからきっと大丈夫。
はは違いねえな。オルキスちゃんの方がカタリナよりはるかに冷静じゃねえか。
いや、
仕方がないだろう。こういう状況にはあまり慣れていないのだからな。
It's pretty true. Basically, I think.
しかし、君の言う通りだな。
Ever since Albion, they've been pretty inseparable.
ついているんだ。
それに他にも仲間がいますから、ルリアはきっと大丈夫ですよ。
Yeah, we'll be fine.
むしろこんなに取り乱していてはルリアに笑われてしまうな。
しかし黒騎士と離れたってのにオルキスちゃんは随分冷静だな。
I mean...
不安ならさっきのカタリナみてえに隠さなくてもいいんだぜ。
She was away from the Black Knight for quite a while recently, so it's not that big a deal to separate.
大丈夫。最近アポロは優しいから。
優しい？あの黒騎士が？
No, somebody else.
ルーマシー軍島以来アポロ
Come on, man.
ちょっと変わった。前よりも私を見てくれてる。それが嬉しいから。だから大丈夫。
そっか、そいつはよかったな。
うん。
Alright. Well.
あれ？ラカムさん、あれ見えますか？
Okay, so there's something going on above.
ありゃ。
小型の気空艇だな。こちらに向かってきているのか。かなりまだ距離はあるが。
They probably wouldn't come to attack with a small ship.
なんかうさんくせえな。
Yeah, so this is a suspicious maneuver.
念のため、もうちょいアガスティアから距離を取っとくか。
It could also be bad. We don't really know. Yeah, that makes sense. So, logistically speaking, I am curious about how Rackham is able to fly the Grand Cypher alone, right? Because it's basically, you know, kind of looks like a seafaring ship. So I'm curious as to, you know, how all the connections are made and everything, so that just turning the wheel steers the ship. Also, like, there's got to be something for altitude. Yeah, I don't know. Because it feels like you'd need more than one person to keep everything running on a ship of that size. Alright, let's go fight some obstacle monsters, probably. Maybe interruption monsters, we'll see. Still a ways from the capital. Yep, that is true. At the moment, at least. It feels like a security risk. You can get on this ship after showing up from the wilderness with no prior record of being around.
近くの村の者か？こんなところで何をしている？
Hello, soldiers.
その私たちは
しがない気空団よ。依頼でこの先の村にちょっと用があるの。
そうか。最近はテートの方で妙な動きがあるからな。
Okay. Tell us more.
辺境の村とはいえ、くれぐれも面倒事は起こしてくれるなよ。
We're not here to make trouble. We're just here to stay on the down low. Would you look at that? Soldiers doing their job. Patrolling. Keeping the village safe. Perhaps?
びっくりしました。
まあ、
not in my empire.
辺境とはいえ、ここもアガスティアの一部だからな。兵士ぐらいはいて当然ってか。こりゃ気が抜けねえな、おい。注意して進もうぜ。
Yeah, I mean, might as well. I am curious as to which enemies we're actually fighting in the side-scrolling bit, but not curious enough to turn it on. It's probably monsters.
Ah, テートまでならちょうど今出発のがあるけど。
Neat. Perfect timing then.
今？急ぎましょう、ルリア。待ってください。まだドランクさんたちが。
待った。兵隊さんが優先だから、今からじゃ空きが。
And, you know, a ferry like this makes sense if they're trying to transport troops or guards and stuff. It makes sense that they get priority.
お尻打っちゃいました。
ああ、ごめんよ。転ばせるつもりは。怪我はないかい？
はい、大丈夫です。
おいそこ、どうした？何を騒いでいる？
Are you the same soldiers from before, or are you different soldiers? It's hard to say with these guys. They all have the same voice, the same model, same general appearance.
まだ機密の少女と手配犯どこだな。その青い髪が何よりの証拠だ。
I mean, he's right. I don't have anything to say about that. He's right.
とうとう気づかれちゃったみたいだね。
I guess Sturm and Drang probably aren't wanted criminals,
気づか
but
れたからにはやることは一つだ。
the rest of us for sure.
ごめんなさい。私のせいで。
I'm not sure I would call us criminals,
ル
just
リアのせい
enemies,
じゃないわ
really.
よ。そもそもルリアが悪いことして追われてるわけじゃないんだから。とはいえこの状況はかなりヤバそうだぜ。
Yeah, it's a little dangerous. Not that we can't.
俺たちをそこらの兵士と一緒にするなよ。
It's not a blockade. It's a formation. Blockades are a naval maneuver. I could also see them being a skyship maneuver, designed to prevent people from passing through on vehicles. This is not a blockade. I mean, you can make blockades with objects and stuff, but again, tend to be vehicles. This is just a formation that they're trying to get. They're just trying to capture us. They're going circle formation.
Oi, あれを持ってこい。今すぐだ。
ほう。また何か新しいおもちゃでも持ち出してくるつもりか?
I would love it if they were to bring out a Hydra here.
余裕ぶっていられるのも今のうちだぞ。
Just kind of to get some parallels, right? The first time we met Luria, we fought a Hydra.
このアガスティアを守る兵たちには国防のため特別な兵器が与えられているのだ。
Okay, special weapon. What is it? I'm excited. Show me. That is a non-protective mecha suit. That doesn't seem very well designed.
魔性による変身ではなさそうね。純粋な兵器ってとこかしら。
I mean, look, the guy is exposed who's riding it.
そうだ。
See?
この鋼鉄の鎧こそが
He's right
や
here.
がて帝国の主力兵器となる。
I mean, yeah, he's got some, you know, stuff, but Boykin's here. Just shoot him. If you just shoot him, that's no problem. Easy win. Alright, well, all things considered, I'm just gonna full auto. We'll be fine. I should probably equip the tactical shield on Northwester here. Yeah, main character is out damaging everybody right now. That's okay though. Under repair. Okay. Well done. That was easy enough. Hey, I'm always glad to put the water team out there. We don't get that much experience on them because we don't really fight water advantage enemies. Alright, what makes the sky blue? This story is one that we are going to do. But not right now, because we're in the middle of this story. Seems like they're not. I would personally, if we're going to take this back to the design stage, I would recommend installing some protection for the driver. It doesn't seem like a good idea. Well, I guess we're going to have to take them all down. Hijack the airship over there. Head to the capital.
むしろ今すぐにでもグランサイファーのところへ戻らないと。
いいえ、その必要はありません。
様。そうか。ついに貴様まで出てくるか。
アダム大将閣下、
Adam.
いつこちらにいらっしゃったのですか。
それは
that's
問
an name
題で
for
はありません。状況を説明してください。
はっ、先ほど機密の少女と手配犯たちに遭遇し交戦。2式歩兵戦闘車の試作機を起動させましたが、手配犯どもはこれを突破。
I mean, it wasn't hard.
飛空艇を使い軍本部へ伝令を飛ばすとともに全軍をもって彼らの拘束を。
Okay, I don't think they need the whole army.
状況を確認しました。飛空艇での伝令に向かった部隊は至急こちらに戻してください。
は？は
I love the confusion. It's always funny to see the Imperial soldiers just be really confused by what their superiors are telling you to do, or telling them to do. It's amusing.
やつこそがエルステ帝国軍のトップ、大将アダムだ。
Okay, so General Adam is the big boss of the Imperial Army.
中将と戦ってきたが、
Good to know.
ついに大将さんのお出ましかい。
いや、出てきたというより我々が飛び込んだに近い。奴は基本的に国防を担当し、めったなことではアガスティアを離れないからな。
Okay, so he's the guy that does
私もあ
all
ま
the
り接点を持っ
defenses.
た
That's
ことはない。
good.
エルステ王国時代からのフリーシアの腹心ということだが。
Someone's got to do it, right?
大将閣下、伝令に向かった部隊もこちらに集結しました。
こちらでこの辺りにいる兵は全てですか。
はっ、この区域の全兵力が集まっており、いつでも総攻撃を仕掛けられます。
I don't think that's why he was asking.
それでは全軍にしばしの休暇を与えると通達をお願いいたします。
Yeah.
はっ、は？大将閣下、それはどういう。
Yeah, I mean, yeah. The fact that he hadn't already tried to capture us meant that there was something going on here.
Uso? どういうこと？
知るか。私にも何が何だかわからない。
I mean, Adam clearly just incapacitated his own soldiers.
どういうつもり
It's
だ。
not that hard.
古くよりエルステを守護する命を受けた者として私はあなたたちにお願いがあります。私はあなたたちを待っていた。エルステの歯車が狂い始めた時からこの時を待ちわびていた。
There's some weight behind what he's saying.
エルステの歴史と誇りに代わりあなたたちにお願い申し上げます。どうか我らがエルステの息の根をあなたたちの手で止めていただきたいのです。
Okay. Interesting. So I guess that means that Frisia is going too far, and Adam wants that to not happen.
何？
今なんと
エルステの息の根を止めてほしい。そう申し上げたのです。
Alright, there's also Adam back on the ship.
キレはエルステ帝国軍のトップだろう。それがなぜ
Now my head hurts.
私は確かにエルステを守護する命を受けたものです。しかし私が守るべきエルステはもうどこにもない。私はエルステの最後の誇りとしてエルステに引導を渡してくれるようあなたたちにお願いに来たのです。
So he's all about the Erste Kingdom then, because if he's saying that the Erste he's supposed to protect is no longer around, that must be before the change. Yeah, it feels like we're accelerating pretty quickly into the end game of this story arc. You know, the Empire story arc. Okay. Discovered Agastia in Erste Empire. Okay. Well. Welcome to Agastia. It's dark and foreboding here. Okay. Oh, also, we can see here on the screen, main quest skip, chapter 63, 63, not 64. Yeah, 63 is the last chapter of this story arc. It is a bit spoilery, but it's right here in plain view, so deal with it. It still doesn't spoil how the story arc ends. We're getting there. We're getting to it. Okay, so we're back in the village with Village Adam, not Airship Adam. Which is also still confusing. Now there are two of them. You know, the episode 1 names.
何が目的だ?
エルステの息の根を止めるって、あの自分で皇帝とか言ってたロキってやつを倒せばいいってこと?
I mean, what Loki told them to do.
前から思ってたんだけど、イオちゃんって時々考えることが物騒。
Alright, no. No. That's not what he said. This up until here, I gotcha. That's accurate. Sometimes your thoughts are so violent. So Io likes to engage in violence.
これだけわけのわからない状況なのに話を脱
It's true.
線させようとするわ。
Io does like violence a decent amount.
でも一つ事実として今彼は私たちの窮地を救ったわ。その思惑は別としてね。
Yeah, I mean, it's worth hearing him out at least.
そりゃ確かにそうだけどよ。あいつにも何か別の目的があるのは間違いねえみてえだぜ。教えてください。
Sure.
あなたがお願いしに来たのは、私がアガスティアから感じる嫌な感じと関係はありますか?
So he says he wants us to put an end to Erste, but we still need to figure out what it is we would need to do to accomplish that. So hopefully he's gonna tell us, because that's... It's tough to topple an empire like that. If, you know, other than assassinating the emperor and there being some problems with succession. It'd be tough.
ラビ島は豊かとは言い難い土地でしたが、ゴーレム産業で国は潤い、人々は穏やかに暮らしていました。
Yeah, providing golems to people for cash, and then that promotes trade.
私は夢を見ませんが、今でもまぶたに浮かぶようです。
So he's got fond memories of the Erste Kingdom then.
そんな昔話に興味はないな。そんなもの、星の民が襲来するよりも以前の話だろう。
はい。星の民の襲来により、エルステは没落の一途をたどりました。
Okay, so
この頃より、エルステを取り巻く状況は変わりますが、根幹にあるものは変わりませんでした。
So even after the astral invasion, though, Erste wasn't. It didn't fall because of that.
エルステは魔性によって一つの怪物に姿を変えつつあります。
Okay. So Atoms against Dark.
そしてその怪物はそう遠くない未来、自分自身を喰らい始め、世界を巻き込んで終わりをもたらすでしょう。
The naming convention does tell us that it's clearly something evil.
自らの存在理由ゆえにそれを止める義務がある。しかし大きくなりすぎたそれはもはや私には止められない。
だから私たちにエルステを倒してほしいと、そういうわけね。
エルステがおかしなことになってんな。うすうす分かっちゃいたが。
Yeah, I mean, we've met with Furious. That guy is very clear evidence of
それもエルステのお偉いさん自身から潰してくれと言われるとはな。
アダム、貴様の考えていることは分かったな。なぜそれを我々がなさねばならん。悪いが私は今自分のことだけで手一杯でな。ましてや貴様らにしてもわざわざエリステのために動いてやる理由などないだろ。
I guess that's true, but if we were to take down Erste, we would probably deal with the immediate problem of Luria being handled. Yeah.
エルステがなくなればそれで追われることもなくなるわけだしな。
Luria being chased by Erste has been a problem for us.
今のエルステと相対することであなたの望むものが手に入るとすれば、オルキス王女殿下を復活させる方法があるとすればいかがですか。
それって黒騎士さんがずっと探していた。
そういえば私を釣ることができるとフリーシアから入れ知恵でもされたか。
信じるには値しないと。
信じるに足るものを見せろ。話はそれからだ。
Okay. Fair enough.
では私についてきてください。私にはあなたにお見せできるものがあります。
あら、どこに連れて行ってくれるのかしら。
テートです。今あそこにはエルステが抱えるすべてがあります。
Okay. I mean, that's where we were heading anyway. I don't see a problem with this.
どうする？結局まだわかんないことだらけだけどよ。
Yeah, I mean, we don't know anything, but we have a chance to find out something and go to our objective. So
デートに連れてってくれるって言うんだし。
Yeah, exactly. Thank you, Drang. I knew you'd have the right mindset for this.
その場で対処すればいい。
危ねえ道ではあるが、最初から安全な道でもねえしな。
私、あの人の言ってることにもちょっとだけ興味あるのよね。
わからないことは多いけど、あの人が困ってるのは本当だと思います。
ならば決まりだな。貴様もそれで構わないな。
I mean, I guess. I was already saying we should go, so you know, suddenly asking me again.
貴様は相変わらず肝の据わったやつだ。
No point in, no point in living scared here. Sure, but we do at least, by following Adam, get to where we were trying to go in the first place. So it makes sense. I don't have a problem with it. Yeah.
初めて会った時に思ったけど、兄ちゃんはかなり強いんだな。
Man, even Airstay is
私は私に必要な力しか持ちません。
impediment monsters.
かなりと言われましても、肯定も否定もしかねます。
嫌味か。
Yeah, that's a weird way to
お
say
前が
that.
のした帝国兵たち、あれ全部峰打ちだったろ。あの速度でわざわざ殺さないで気絶させるなんて並大抵のやつにはできない。
Yeah, the numbers game that they were playing does make that pretty impossible.
そうする必要があったから、そうしたまでに過ぎません。私の役目はエルステとその民を守ることです。兵を傷つけることはできません。
I'm pretty sure you did harm them, but
腐ってもエルステ帝国軍大将ってことか。
なあなあ、そんだけ強えならロキだろうと魔性だろうと自分で倒せるんじゃねえのか。
this is not what she says. It's a strange turn of phrase. But essentially the gist of it is, no matter what's going on, you're still the general, still the person in charge of the army. So, that's why he can't harm the soldiers, is what we're talking. It's what this is trying to say, but it's a turn of phrase that doesn't have a really good English translation. So I can get why they'd say something like this.
なんだってわざわざオイラたちを頼るんだよ。
Yeah, do it all yourself.
私では星の民やその力を模した魔性を退けることはできません。
Okay.
強い弱いという問題ではなく、そういうものなのです。
So that's why you need us who can do something about it.
そんなもんなのか？
はい。それよりも再び魔物が接近しています。武器を構えてください。
He doesn't really say why he can't, but he does say he can't. It's tough. It's tough to kind of parse what he's trying to say. We're doing the read between the lines thing, and it's not working as well as I'd like. Alright, nice lucky double attack. Oh wow, we've got a full versal all lined up here.
いいんだな、ルルーシュ。
綺麗事で世界は変えられない。
覚悟はいいかしら。グリムバースト。悪いわね。
Hold on.
悪いわ、明日へかけていこう。しょうがないわね。刺激的。悪いわね。
Double cast. Yeah, I don't get very many chances to do that. So, you gotta give me a break here. Like, no lie, I'm pretty sure that when we're, actually using the Dark Team for content, Carol's not even gonna be on the team. I'm pretty sure we'd rather have, like, Olivia in that slot. She has way more utility. Still does pretty decent skill damage. Okay, that kind of thing. Alright, moving along. Hidden facility. How is it hidden?
ここは何？いっぱい人が寝てるけど。
いいえ、彼らは眠っているわけではありません。彼らはただ何をするでもなくここに横たわっているのです。人形のように。
人形。
あなたたちは聖少獣アーカーシャの存在はご存知ですね。
Okay.
はい。確かルーマシーにいたものすごく怖い力を持つ子ですよね。
それとは別にもう一体エルステが管理している聖少獣があることをご存知ですか？
なんだと？
はあ、それはちょっと僕も初耳だな。
なお、聖少獣デウス・エクス・マキナと言います。
Well, that sounds like a Deus Ex Machina.
アーカーシャと違い、単に保管を任されたものではなく。
I'm sorry, I had to say that.
破空戦争以前に正式に星の民からエルステへと送られた聖少獣でした。
Okay. So there was a
星の民が空の世界の国であるエルステに
somewhat reasonable relationship between the Arstic Kingdom and the Astrals.
当時、空の世界の最大戦力だったゴーレムの技術供与。万が一の場合の同胞の保護。
Hold on.
当時、空の世界の最大戦力だったゴーレムの技術供与。万が一の場合の同胞の保護。
Okay.
星の民にはエルステに望む聖少獣を与えるだけの理由がありました。
Sorry, I had to listen to that again to make sure he was saying what make sure the translation was right. And it is.
あ、ってことはエルステは破空戦争以前から星の民とよろしくやってたってのか。破空戦争に敗北し行き場を失った星の民をかくまっただけじゃなく、
つまりそれは 侵略されたこの世界に対する裏切りとも取れるな。
I can see why that's not made public.
それゆえにこの聖唱獣の存在はエルステの歴史の闇に葬られました。しかし、
Because rather than the
この聖唱獣デウス・エクス・マキナ
island kind of having their primal beast just living there, it seems this is one that Airstay has command over.
王女オルキスが心を失った原因は聖唱獣デウス・エクス・マキナにあります。
Okay. So what is Deus Ex Machina?
完璧なゴーレムを作ることに取りつかれていました。しかし、いくら実験を重ねても心を持つゴーレムだけは作れない。
Right, that makes sense. Golems are designed
人に似せた器を作ろうとも
designed to have
人ならざる人形しか生まれない。
They're designed to, you know, take orders and fulfill tasks.
そんなことに頭を悩ませ
kind of by definition.
空の彼方から星の民が現れたのです。
Okay, yeah. It's not a horrible, you know, strategy from the perspective of trying to stay alive. If you think that astral invasion is going to cause you to lose the war.
星の民にある聖唱獣を要求します。それは焦がれ続けた完璧なゴーレムを作るために必要な精神に干渉する力を持つものでした。
それが聖唱獣デウス・エクス・マキナ。精神に干渉って人の心を作っちゃえるってこと？
So I don't mind this translation. It's not a bad one. It's not 100% accurate because the word that they're using here there isn't really something you use to refer to spirits or souls. It's more referring to consciousness. Not like the state of being conscious, but the state of like, you know, having self-realizations, willpower, or not willpower. Like, essentially what they're trying to do, right? Make a golem that can act and think for itself.
いいえ、星の民といえど、そのような聖唱獣は作れませんでした。聖唱獣デウス・エクス・マキナに創造や破壊といった能力はありません。人の精神を入れ替えたり抜き出して別の物体や空間に閉じ込めたり。
I see.
つまり精神体の移動、それだけが能力でした。
でもそうするとゴーレム作りには向いてねえんじゃねえか？
No, you're just not thinking about it in the right way.
だって
pretty obviously
心を入れるにしても
will help with their objective.
持ってこないといけねえんだろ？
Exactly.
一体の完璧なゴーレムを作るには人一人を犠牲にする必要がある。そういうことよね。
See, Rosetta gets it. She's been around for a while.
はい。それゆえにエルステの研究者たちは結局 この聖唱銃を使うことはありませんでした。
Well, they didn't have the mad scientist thing. They had some ethics at the very least.
それから時は流れ、およそ10年前、聖唱銃デウス・エクス・マキナは再び日の目を見ます。宰相フリーシアンは魔性を使い、この聖唱銃の封印を解きました。しかし当時の魔性は今よりもさらに不安定なものだったのです。結果、聖唱銃デウス・エクス・マキナの暴走、女王夫妻の尊い命を失い、
Sounds like it was Frisia's fault after all.
唯一生き残ったオルキス王女殿下もその体から精神を抜き取られてしまった。
それでオルキスちゃんは
これが始まりの悲劇の真実、すべての禍根の正体です。
I see. Well, let's keep going.
バカな。それがあの事件のオルキスが人形になった真相だと。じゃあオルキスは元に戻るのか。
聖唱銃デウス・エクス・マキナに精神を破壊する能力はありません。オルキス王女殿下の精神は我々には干渉できない形でメフォラシュに残っているはずです。
Okay.
残っている。
Yeah, so
なら
this is
その聖
fate,
唱銃がいれ
but
ば
he's told a good story, but he really hasn't shown any proof.
聖唱銃デウス・エクス・マキナがあればオルキス王女殿下は元の精神に戻る
Unlike
ことが
Frisia,
できる
he
でし
is
ょう。
not telling the Black Knight that what she wants is impossible.
オルキスが元に。
So
いや、しかしちょい
it's
と
good
待ち
fate,
な。
right?
なんでお前さんはその話を今俺たちにしたんだ？それにここに横たわってる奴ら何なんだ？話を聞く限り今のオルキスちゃんと同じような状況みてえだが。
それこそがあなたたちをここにお連れした理由なのです。
いよいよここからが本題ってことね。
Makes sense.
聖唱銃デウス・エクス・マキナは現在フリーシア宰相のある計画に利用されています。
ある計画？
はい。聖唱銃デウス・エクス・マキナを使って精神を抜き取り、それに魔性を使い疑似的な星の力に変換する。ここにいるのは全てその実験の被験者なのです。そして人の精神を魔性で疑似的な星の力に変換する大規模な装置も時期に完成します。
そんなことをしてフリーシアさんは何を？
It's gotta have something to do with Agastia, right?
いよいよ力ずくってことね、あの子。
はい。フリーシア宰相の真の目的は聖唱銃アーカーシャの起動にあります。聖唱銃デウス・エクス・マキナと魔性を利用した装置はそのための手段に過ぎません。
or Lyria to do the Agastia thing. She's gonna have to find something. She's gonna try to find a way around it.
だからあの人はルリアとオ オルキスを狙ってたんじゃないの？
正しく起動するためには器であるルリア、鍵であるオルキスが必要です。
Okay.
しかしフリーシア宰相は大量の疑似的な星の力で強制的に起動させることを計画しています。
When they did it the proper way before, but Orcus refused to give the order.
で、その力を得るために人の精神を引っこ抜いてんだよな。大量となると、どれだけの人の精神が必要になるんだ？
Frisia doesn't care if these people get, sacrificed.
およそ100万。フリーシア宰相の計画では、帝都の全住人が犠牲になります。
Yeah, that would make sense as to why he came to us to say, yeah, this is unacceptable.
犠牲に？
さらに、アーカー社によって歴史改変が起きれば、その被害は帝都だけにとどまりません。
Correct. If history were rewritten, everything is gone.
世界そのものが失われることでしょう。
Oh, wow, Adam, you brought up the point that I brought up when we first talked about Agastia.
そんな、せっかくルリアとオルキスを取り返したってのに。
I don't think I really care that much about that.
これが
to be
私があ
honest.
なたたちに伝えるべきと判断したすべてです。
I don't mind Luria having friends, and I'll help her out sometimes, but
残念な
I
が
don't
ら
really care that much.
私にはこれ以上。
ごめん、悪いんだけどさ、お話終わった？
敵襲、それもかなりの。
アダム宰相閣下。
Yep.
国家反逆の疑いにより身柄を拘束させてもらう。
Okay, this is a secret facility, right? How did this guy know where to come here? Was he told directly by Frisia?
この場にいる全員、おとなしくしてもらうぞ。
I mean, we might as well just cut through him, right?
やばいぜ。このままじゃ捕まっちまう。
Yeah, we don't want that, so let's
地下道に通じる裏口があります。
let's use violence.
そこから逃げて
You
く
know,
ださい。
Eo's favorite pastime. Okay, so instead we're going to escape through a secret passage. Okay.
私は時間を稼ぎます。それが最良と考えます。
Everything Adam has done from the moment he's appeared
もたもたしている暇はない。
has seemed to be based on logic and, you know, reasoning.
ちょっと、このままじゃあの人捕まっ
I
ちゃ
can see
う
that.
わよ。
That's a good quality to have
な
for
ことは100も承知だろうよ。
a military
今の俺
leader.
たちがすべきことはあいつの心配じゃねえさ。
Yeah, really, like, we need to not care about him.
タムさん、
We need to go deal with Frisia's plans, because those are bad. They're bad news for us, they're bad news for everybody.
私のことを本当に気にする必要はありません。エルステの矜持を守る希望のためにこの身を投げ出せるなど、失敗作には身に余る栄誉です。
What could that mean?
こうしてまた一つ私が散っていく。すべての私が消えたその時こそエルステは生まれ変わることでしょう。
Nope, I'm not gonna let you get away with that. There's part of this line that is not brought into the English.
こうしてまた一つ私が散っていく。すべての私が消えたその時こそエルステは
So
生まれ変わることでしょう。
what he says here is, here, one me will fall. when all the me's are gone, Erste will be reborn. So it seems as though this guy has multiple bodies. And he's also talking about being a failed creation, so he's not human? Could be. Anyway, I'm not gonna let him just get away with that. No. That's important. That is important information that the players in English are not necessarily being given.
それは今考えたって仕方がないわ。それより今は目先の問題を何とかしないと。
Is it Imperial soldiers? I'll take down some Imperial soldiers. Oh hey, it's the guy with the spear. He doesn't usually show up in cutscenes. It's usually the guy with the sword. That's the only difference between them, really. Is they have the same voice. So, spear guy versus sword guy, they're different. We're just gonna attack. I'm really not worried. We are definitely at that point though where the grids that have not received any love really are they feel like suffering to play. Dark is in that position really. We need to upgrade our less bugs that I bought from the shop that one day. Maybe I'll do some skill ups so we actually have the attack set to deal damage. Okay. So should be another easy victory. Alright. We're definitely making progress. Getting some EMPs. Getting some master levels. Yeah, we like those. And once we get to 50 EMP, I'll go buy Limit Burst, and we'll be kind of in good shape for doing basically anything we want with Relic Buster moving forward. We will still need to pick up Blitz Raid at some point, but we can do that later. Okay. So we've left the tunnel system, we're in the city streets. Definitely some interesting, like, styles here. Like, the buildings look interesting. The street is unusual. Yeah. That's just another example of the ordinary people of the Empire are just ordinary people. Yeah. Yep.
いやいやいや、酒が入ればみんな同じよ。うちの店には兵隊さんの常連もいるしな。
This conversation is strange.
あのヒゲの兵隊さんか。あの人は面白いんだが、どうにも酒が弱くってな。
Why like, does this feel like the way people would talk?
エルステ帝国の人たち。バルツと全然変わんない。
Maybe.
みんな優しそうで明るくて。
Yeah, I guess. Look, I'm not a very outgoing person myself, so I don't understand conversations all that well.
この人たちがみんな犠牲になっちゃうの?
But this is narratively the moment where the stakes are hammered home. Like the stakes just got raised. This is where the stakes get hammered home. That like, yes, Frisia is planning on sacrificing all of these people, who are just people. They're not the faceless Imperial soldiers. You know, like this guy.
何をしようにも今の我々では圧倒的に戦力不足。
Run away. Let's go.
まずは気空艇に戻って残ってる連中と合流するぞ。遅れるなよ。
Okay, but okay, yeah, whatever.
こっちだ。向こうの路地に逃げたぞ。お前たちは反対側から回り込め。決して逃がすな。
Okay. So we've managed to kind of give them the slip. We're getting there.
なかなか答えるな、おい。この辺りはちょっと見晴らしが悪いわね。
血のりもないし、闇雲に逃げてたんじゃ、袋のネズミにされちゃうわ。
Well, yeah, eventually, but I mean, if everything's so complex, they might have problems actually finding us.
血のりならある。私がそもそも何であったか忘れたか。テートの作りなら頭に入っている。
Great. So lead us to safety.
じゃあ、黒騎士に案内してもらえば。
その上での提案だが、ここは私たちがおとりになる。その隙にお前たちはここから逃げろ。
Split up.
黒騎士さん。
Yeah.
おとりなんてそんな。
No, that makes some sense.
そうだぜ。いきなり柄にもねえこと言ってんじゃね
えよ。
これが現状の最善手だ。それとも何か？みんなで仲良く敵に囲まれたいのか？
So this sentence is not correct. However, it's another one of those turns of phrase that are kind of difficult to get across. So she's basically just being sarcastic here. You know, saying, should we all just, you know, essentially just, you know, should we all get surrounded by soldiers, you know? But she's saying it like, it's difficult, right? Because it's another one of those things that translating it directly sounds really stupid. Translating it like this is kind of okay. It keeps a similar meaning, but the problem with that is that it loses the nuance that the group that we're currently in is sticking together, or, you know, refusing to separate, right? Basically, she's saying, should we just wait here and, you know, play nice and get surrounded by the soldiers, stuff like that. Not stuff like that. That's pretty much exactly what she's saying. The word choice implies some sort of mocking sarcasm. So I don't think that. So I think, like, tonally, translating it this way makes sense, because it is mocking sarcasm. But meaning-wise, as in, like, we don't take action, it doesn't get that across.
それに私も一人で踊り出ようとは思ってはいない。いいな、ドランク、スツル。
えっちゃー、やっぱりそうなっちゃいますかね。
Hey, you got paid for it. You're gonna have to deal with it. It's your job.
相変わらず私たちの雇い主は無茶が好きだな。
Man, this isn't a translation problem. I'm just thinking. Sturm's voice in the last couple chapters has been really inconsistent sounding. It's obviously the same actress, but like the tone of this line,
like
the delivery is much more similar to the delivery that Sturm did back when in her introduction than it is the Sturm from like last chapter.
バカを言うな。むしろ決して死ねない理由をたった今改めて手に入れたところだ。
I mean, if you believe Adam, which he has every reason to lie to you.
私にはここで
But
お前たちと離れる必要がある。
He might not lie to you.
おとりというのはそのついでだ。
Hope is important.
せいぜいありがたく思うことだな。
The Black Knight wants to secure Deus Ex Machina.
アポロ、本当にただの無茶じゃねえんだ
な。当たり前だ。私は貴様より先に死ぬつもりはないからな。
はっ、そりゃ最高の親孝行ってやつだぜ。なあ、おい。
それじゃあ。また必ず戻ってきてくださいね。
貴様らお人よしこそよく用心することだな。
Alright.
行くぞ、ドランク、スツル。
I mean, that's fair. If they can manage to get the soldiers to chase them, thinking that they're the entire group, it could be pretty useful for us.
私たちも足踏みしてるわけにはいかないわね。
Give us some freedom to move around a little.
いろいろ面倒な話は聞いちまったけど、そういうのは全部後回しだぜ。帝国兵なんか蹴散らしちゃうんだから。
See?
準備はいい？
EO loves violence. What have we been teaching this child? That violence is the answer to all of our problems. When we fight every node for every chapter for a long time, I mean, it makes sense that she'd learn that violence is the way. Man, that was an underwhelming target for that. I mean, we could just not be using semi-auto, but I don't want to think. And we're definitely still strong enough to handle this without full auto or manual. So we may as well just let this happen. Still, if we do run into anything difficult, we might not be able to handle it with Dark. Hey, handsome gorilla. That's a side story.
よし、ひとまず帝国の連中は振り切ったか。
Okay, so we've given him the slip.
じゃあこのままグランサイファーを目指そうぜ。まずは仲間がいねえとな。
Okay. There's an issue with trying to get back to the Grand Cipher. It's nowhere near here, in our knowledge at least. In our knowledge, the Grand Cipher is near that island, which is not in the same place as the capital here. So we would need to get an airship back to that island, and then make it back to where we think the Grand Cipher is, in order to regroup. Come on, guys. It's too hard to go back there. It doesn't make sense. Black Knight's return. Awesome. Alright, let's keep going. Chapter 56. Okay. Running through the Imperial capital. Yeah, I don't see how they're gonna get back to the Grand Cipher. It doesn't make sense, but they might be able to do something, given that we as the player know that Adam was also on the Grand Cipher. Why do you think? Because they're trying to stop you from getting away. Right. I actually catch issue with this, not as a translation, as a concept. Why are you stationing your elites in your hometown when you're not when you're A, not expecting to be invaded, and B, actively invading other places? Why are you sending off your soldiers who are bad at fighting to do the fighting in, like, Agastia, and keeping the good soldiers back in Agastia to just watch those streets? That doesn't make any sense. Like, I get that they should have some elite soldiers in, like, all around, but they're just like, yeah, no, we have the full garrison of the elites. They never leave Agastia though, so then, but why? That's no wonder you're not making progress in conquest. Yeah, no wonder you lose to us at every turn. They keep all the soldiers that can actually keep up with us at home and refuse to let them leave. Yeah. Whose decision is that? Is it Adam's decision? Is it Frisia's decision? Like deployments? It's probably not Frisia's decision, right? Maybe it is. It's still dumb. Well, just take him down. I like the confidence, Eugen. We're pretty strong. I like the confidence. Let's just make sure we have good execution to back it up. And by good execution, I of course mean semi-auto, because we don't want to tank. Just looking at this thing that they call a sword that I'm equipped with. I'm trying to think to myself, what actually is that?
次行くわよ。全力出させてもらうわよ。
It looks like some kind of claw.
悪いわね。
I mean, if the weapons have weapon form, I don't remember. Maybe in the journal? I could take a look after this recording. I'm just curious more than anything.
想定通りだ。
やるじゃない。
Okay, just a few more EMP and we're good to go. Okay. So Kaguya, I actually want to look at my party members because I don't really need Luna gaining EMP. I think I'd rather it be Stan or Cagliostro. Stan only has one utility piece, which is targeted substitute, so I think we're gonna go with this one.
別の術を試すか。
Because we want to gain EMP for characters that we're going to be using, so we can make them stronger, right? I think we're definitely going to want this. So, you know, I'm going to ignore doing EMPs for a little while here, but we want to actually pick the characters that we're going to continue using. Which is why I'm pretty sure we're going to keep Olivia in the back row getting EMPs for a long time, because she's got some utility that we really want to use. Alright. Furious. Great. Eugen, pull a Rackham and shoot him. Guy, you are not threatening. I like, you try to sound threatening, but you're really short and really weak. So you don't really have any intimidation factor. I mean, is it really?
ザンクティンゼルの時とは状況が違うんだ。無理に戦う必要はねえ。
It's not really that bad that he's here. He's an idiot.
ですね。とにかく今は
So him being in, you know, in command is helpful, because he'll do really stupid things.
ちょっと回り道かもしんねえけど、できるだけ面倒は避けてこうぜ。な。
Sure. Alright. Side scrolling bit over. Continuing along.
楽しいな。ほらほら、もっと頑張って逃げなよ。狩りっていうのはさ、獲物が必死に逃げれば逃げるほど面白くなるものだからね。ま、最後はズドンと仕留めて、それで終わりなんだけどね。さあ、早く逃げろよ。
Yeah. I'm not. No. No, don't fall for it.
ああいう輩はとっとと距離を置くのが一番だ。
Yeah, that's pretty much true. Unless you're gonna.
俺たちだけじゃ、あの不死身みてえな魔性の相手は厳しいだろうからな。
Would it? We've got V with us. He can handle it. Like, we can definitely, you know, just shoot him, take him down.
絶対覚えときなさいよ。みんなと一緒に戻ってきたらコテンパンにしてあげるんだから。
Alright, Dio. That's. I get it. You love violence. We'll give you plenty of violence.
それを目の
moving
前の
forward.
敵にぶつけて、さっさとこの辺りを脱出するぞ。
Alright, Okay. Moving on. We'll just auto our way through this fight because I don't want to think about it. You know, it occurs to me that, and I know this isn't lore accurate, but we've been using Lelouch in these fights. It occurs to me that we'd probably have a better time with the stealth if we ditched the Gawain, the giant mech that's in our team. That's probably how they keep finding us. Sorry, I had to turn on full auto because it's a relatively tanky enemy. I don't want to take too long with autoing that, you know, it ends up screwing us in terms of taking damage. Yeah, that was just main character hitting for like 90,000 compared to everybody else hitting for like 6. Yeah, Relic Buster's pretty good. Pretty good at dealing damage, especially at this stage in the game. Alright, get extra attack stat, good stuff. We like that. We're the Jeremiah Buster now. Alright. Okay, moving forward. No need to change what's not broken here. Monstrous Shadow in the city. Oh, it's Gandharva. How's it going? I mean, I guess we're fine. You wanna fight again? We'll beat you again. You're not that tough. I know the game wants me to think you're tough. You're not that tough. I mean, I guess. No time for detours, huh? He's actually saying you can't be thinking about leaving so easily. I mean, I guess we can beat you again. It's not gonna be that tough. No, really. It's almost like it's not. It's almost like we left it on another island. Come on, guys.
Oh, so yeah, あいつはどうした? あいつもお前らの気空団に加わったって聞いてるぜ。
She's back on the ship.
リーシャさんなら今は別行動でここにはいませんけど。
は？なんだそりゃ。なんだ。おい、お前らあと適当にやっとけ。
中将閣下、真面目にやらないとまた最小閣下に。
He's bringing back the part of that second Amaltheus storyline that I really hate.
歯応えのありそうなのがあいつしかいねえんじゃな。
Oh yeah, no. If you're the only one worth fighting, you know, we might as well not fight.
あからさまにやる気なくしてるわね。
Come on, Io, show some of that love for violence
失
you
礼しちゃ
have.
うわね。そんなにあの子がいいのかしら。
なんでやれ、やる気満々で追っかけられるよかいくらかマシだろ。
Yeah, that's probably true. Yeah.
帝国兵だけならなんてことはねえ。このまま突っ切っていくぞ。
Yeah, that's fair. Might as well. The average soldiers clearly have no way of standing up against us, given that we kind of plow through them effortlessly without trying.
撃っていいのは撃たれる覚悟のあるやつだ。行け。
Thinking they should probably
私のレッスンは厳しいわよ。この程度か。
not be here for their own safety. Hey, they're not here. Good job, guys. Send in weapons when you're outclassed. That's not a bad approach. You know, your drones, they don't win, but they buy time.
これで決める。
いいんだな、ルルーシュ。
綺麗事で世界は変えられない。
Big boom.
覚悟はいいかしら。グリムバースト。悪いわと。
Alright, let's keep going.
悪いわね。
ルルーシュビブリタニアが命じる。
Sorry.
我に従え。
Every time I look at the Love Live characters and think about the fact that, you know, even non-canonically they're involved in this whole situation, it's just funny. Right, and, you know, lore-wise, the collab characters like the Love Live characters aren't, you know, a different version of them from the skies. They're literally the version of them from whatever IP the collab is with, transported to the sky world through shenanigans. So I'm just imagining, you know, shenanigans happen, then all of a sudden they're involved in this existential struggle for the continuation of the sky world. It's just funny, man. They're so out of place if you think about it.
あの少将さんと中将さん、実は相性がいいんじゃないかしら。もう
ここでそんな相性の良さを発揮されても困るわよ。
Let's just get out. We're all good. No problem. You know, if we're having so much trouble getting away, it's clear that the Black Knight, Sturm and Drang's distraction plan didn't really do anything. Right? Like, the way that the story is written, it feels more like we're the distraction.
今はひとまず進むしかないみたいですね。
Also, Luria, what happened to your conspicuous cloak?
だが決着はもう近いぜ。腹くくれよ。
Alright, well, might as well.
ああ、ほら逃げんな。っていうか分かれよな。もう逃げ場なんざどこにもねえぞ。
I don't know. Yeah, I mean, if you want to fight, we'll take the fight. We're definitely strong enough to take you both at this point.
あっちからもこっちからも。こりゃいよいよやべえぜ。
Yeah, I mean,
どうしましょう。
you do kind of have to, you know.
逃げ場がないなら戦うだけよ。
Yep.
私負けたりしないんだから。
Yep. Okay, Io, I get it. You thirst for the blood of your enemies. All right, we'll give you some of that.
そうは言っても、
But
これはちょっと多勢に無勢ね。
give me a second. I got something to
突破
say.
するにも苦労しそうだわ。
you gotta give it a little break. Story-wise, we're surrounded and outnumbered by a lot. So even if we could win in the gameplay, theoretically we shouldn't win.
そういうのって助かる前提で言う言葉じゃない？バカだな。助かると思ってんの？これだけの兵隊に囲まれてさ。
Furious.
これだけ？
Come on, man.
これっぽっちの間違いだろ？
ああ？お前何言って？お前まだ生きて。
But you didn't notice?
はて、じきに死に至るようなそんな状況があったか？貴様ら程度がこの私を殺せるように、そんな奇跡はそうそう転がっていないぞ。
You know, I gotta say, I've missed the armor. I like the Black Knight's armor. It's pretty neat. Pretty cool.
相変わらず腹立つな。エルステ帝国最高顧問様はさ。
元だ。忘れたか？
I mean, I don't mind a lot of characters, you know, outfits or anything, but you know, cool armor is kind of rare. Like really cool armor. I like simple armor too.
揃いも揃って何の心配だ。この私がそんな窮地に陥っているように見え
Black Knight's got a lot of like details that don't look like they'd really get in the way of protection, which I like.
いつも通りどころか、いつもより調子良さそうじゃない？
Also the helmet. The helmet's just.
やはり半端な
The helmet's just cool.
こちらの方が肌に馴染む。
おいおい、黒騎士様のご登場かよ。
I mean, it sounds like he's regained his interest.
こうしちゃいらんねえな。こっち側なんざほっといて、俺様も黒騎士を。
そうか。ではこちら側は遠慮なく突破させてもらうとしよう。
Oh, hey, it's Catalina. How's it going?
てめえら、どっから湧いて出やがった？
ちょいと協力者がいてな。あるもんなんだな、隠し港なんてのはよ。
団長さん、こちら側へ。気空艇の準備ならすでにできています。
Are we leaving?
たく、来るのが遅い
I
ぜ。
mean, I guess being surrounded isn't good, but leaving also isn't good. We need to deal with Precio's stuff. Like, her plan is, you know, reaching its conclusion, reaching its climax. We need to stop that, or bad things will happen.
こいつは俺様の獲物だ。邪魔すんじゃねえぞ。
はあ？何言ってるわけ？意味わかんないんだけど。何？それじゃあおっさんがこいつらの代わりに僕になぶり殺されてくれるわけ？
じゃあ早いもん勝ちだな。文句は言うなよ。
Okay.
この
So.
ふんだ、二人同時だろうと今さら怖くなんかねえぜ。
Yeah. Yeah, everything's still pretty accurate. Sorry, I just had to think for a second. Yeah, no, I'm not. I was never scared about fighting both of them, even with just the group that we had. We're way stronger than we used to be. And, you know, we've also got a giant mecha. Non-canon. You always got the parenthetical. Non-canon, we have a giant mecha. Alright. Wave 1 of 2 versus Furious. But this guy sucks. Alright. Don't have any problem with this. I think we save. No, we save this one. And try to give it one of these. We'll just go ahead and augment with the tactical shield so we don't take damage. Because at this stage of the game, tactical shield is more or less doubling our max HP. Alright, this should be fine. He's definitely got more HP than what we've been fighting. I don't have a problem with that. Alright, go ahead and Black Chestmaster for the 500k plane damage. Wow, look, we took 0. What a surprise. Okay, I think we're good to use our charge attack. Yeah, just burst this one. It's nice to get the echoes from the Chestmaster skill to actually work with our Relic Buster specs up for our basic attacks. It really pumps out a lot more damage that way. If we do get to the 25% trigger, that'll be nice. No, so we're gonna eat special attacks 2 turns in a row here. Kinda sucks. What does this do? Yeah, let's boost defense, just so we don't take any more damage. Our main character is gonna go ahead and attack. Should get to 25% no problem. We're just trying to minimize damage. Okay, so we have zombified, fire defense lowered, and targeted for special attack. Fire defense lowered is actually a big problem because I suspect Gandharva is coming right after this. We'll be fine. We'll be fine. Alright. Kinda don't want to use too many more resources on Zero. He's in break. Let's just use this nuke. Double activated, so we should be dealing plenty of damage. We gotta remember, we're using Kaguya. This is not a real summon when it comes to damage dealing. So. This fight should not be this entertaining, but I'm glad it is. Because I'd rather have fights that are fun than fights that are just instant wins. Alright, Gandharva. He's fire. Full throttle. So that's the one that gives him mirror image. Hold on. This is one foe. This is all foes, right? Yeah, so we can remove mirror image that way. Let's go ahead and augment this tactical shield. Get our defenses back up. And this time we can use all the tools at our disposal. Yeah. Go ahead and attack. Oh, he's adapting. Whatever that means. Alright, well, may as well summon Kaguya. I'm still not gonna watch that animation. It is way too long. But this gives us charge attack damage and charge attack damage cap up. Just damage cap in general up. Alright, looking at buffs. We're looking good on buffs. We're looking good on debuffs. I'll go ahead and use this failing just in case. Right, it's possible we don't get the kill here. Yeah. But with the 40% damage cut, and the big shield, and the armor, we shouldn't take any hits, really. Oh, we got it with the chain burst. That's fine then. Hey, good stuff. Well, that was fun. I like fighting fights, you know, when the power level is more appropriate to what we're trying to do. That's why I like doing the raids so much. Because they're kind of tough. Hey, this is a side story. All right, so we've broken through Furious and Gandharva. Like I said, I have no problem with fighting both of them. We didn't even have a damage aura that we picked from the friends list. From the support list, I should say. So, clearly they're not as strong as they think they are. Okay, sure, but then what? Exactly. Okay. Alright, fine. I guess, but we don't really have that much time to be hiding. We actually have to take the fight to them, or we're gonna run into some problems. That's true. We do need to formulate a plan. Plans are important. If we have enough time, if we think we have enough time, I think going to the Enforcer's crew to talk to someone like Walfried would be a good idea. Alright, so we're going to cut it here, since we have done 4 chapters, right? 53, 54, 55, 56. Next time we'll go through to chapter 60, and then the next time after that to chapter 63. Yeah, that sounds good. Sounds like a plan. Alright, so that's it for here. I'm gonna go ahead and call it. I think our next video, I'm gonna record videos to get up through the end of the first story arc. Then I'm gonna do videos about what makes the sky blue. That sounds like a really stupid thing to say. It's a side story. Before anyone, you know, crucifies me. What makes the sky blue? It's a side story. Alright, so, next time we come back, we'll be in Agastia. Thanks for watching. This has been Shadow SP, signing out.